Hello Scorpio, welcome to this reading. My name is Zane and we are going to be taking a look at the current energy for the sign of Scorpio for the week of October 18th. Now Scorpio, do keep in mind that this is a general reading, so take the messages as they resonate, drop the ones that do not, and also check out your sun, moon, and rising signs. Now Scorpio, I do not do personal readings, so I will not contact you for one of those. If you get a DM from somebody, that is not me, that is someone impersonating me, so please do keep that in mind. I also do daily content on my Instagram, so if that's your thing, definitely give me a follow there. But with all of that said, let's go ahead and get into this reading. Now, if this message resonates, please do consider hitting that like button so other people can see the video. Subscribe for future updates and drop a comment. Let me know what you think. See what we have here for you, Scorpio. I do not read reversals. A lot of people ask me. I try to bring in both meanings if I need to. I really just read the context of the cards around it. So, for those of you who were wondering, all right, let's go ahead and make sure everything is in view here. And we'll get right into it. All right, I think that looks just about good enough to me. Energy on the bottom, you have the Ten of Swords. So this is an ending in some area of your life. Many people view this as the most challenging card to pull in the tarot. It's because you've reached the end of the suit of swords, and the swords suit is a very challenging one in that swords indicate endings, but they also indicate communication and thoughts. Sword indicate thoughts and words, and sometimes those things can hurt us, right? And the thing is, though, with this energy here, with this Ten of Swords, what it does do is it provides you with an opportunity to release yourself from what is no longer serving you. And so do keep that in mind. Do keep in mind that the clouds in the background are clearing, making way for a new beginning. And as one thing ends, another begins. So do keep that in mind as you think about this Ten of Swords. In fact, you have opportunities, you have rest, you have good fortune, you have good things coming in. You actually have a very nice reading. And it's just that, you know, sometimes the universe provides you with roadblocks along the way, tests, if you will, to either pass or fail. And if you fail, you get another test and you'll keep getting it until you pass, and that's okay. And so just keep that in mind as we go along here. So right away in the middle, you have the Wheel of Fortune. This is a very good card. This is a positive card in indicating a big change in luck or material situations going well for you. The thing is, the wheel keeps spinning, okay? And so it says, you know, are you gonna hop on the train or are you gonna stay in the station, is the way that I like to describe this, because the wheel keeps going. And if you don't take advantage of the time that you have now, you could miss out. That is the one thing about the Wheel of Fortune. It is Jupiter energy, growth, expansion, abundance as well, and so it's just a very good card. It's also the wheel of your destiny here, and so it's kind of like your destiny has arrived. Are you going to grab it, or are you going to just actually stay sitting under the tree here like this Four of Cups person is, which they're not really growing? You have a major opportunity for growth here. And that's what I feel like is going on. It's almost like there could be happenstance or some sort of like event that comes in that really helps you out here. So let's go ahead and see what else we have. Now in the past, you have the Ten of Pentacles, the Nine of Pentacles, and the World. Amazing. 9 into 10 of Pentacles is a really nice progression of abundance. The 10 of Pentacles is material harvest. It's the full manifestation of the suit of Pentacles, just like the 10 is. But in this case, you see this chest of Pentacles here. Now, some of you may be involved in inheritance or something like that, an estate, because the 10 of Pentacles can mean money being passed through generations. In other interpretations of the card, you will see a grandfather and their grandchildren. Now, this can also mean that you are looking to build a legacy here. I do feel like some of you are doing that. I do want to point out we have major completions here. We have 2 10s, and I'll skip over the 9 for right now. The World, which is a card of major victory. This is the completion of a cycle, okay? And so it says you've gone through the entire hero's journey and you're now given some sort of reward or victory for all of your hard work. And, you know, with this is sort of a coming of age type of thing where you're like, I'm finally here. Like I'm at the top of the mountain. This is what I've been waiting for. And for you, what's interesting is sometimes when you reach the peak, when you reach the top of the mountain, you're alone. And this Nine of Pentacles can indicate independence, being alone. Particularly, this Nine of Pentacles indicates financial independence. And so I feel like something here in the past, you know, you have really set yourself up here for success. And whatever steps you've taken here in the past seem to have really hit, if you will, have really worked out for you, have provided for you. The 9 into the 10 of Pentacles is financial independence blossoming into financial abundance. And the world is, like I said, you having gone through some sort of completion. Now, what you may have been doing recently is evaluating yourself and, you know, taking a step to look at all of the different things that you've done along your journey. And with that, in the current situation, you have the Five of Wands, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Four of Cups. There could be some sort of mental conflicts here. Okay, I don't know that this is sparring with other people. In fact, I feel like this whole energy here is more about you being at the top of the mountain alone. And if you're not alone, like you might be partnered, you might be in a relationship, whatever, you might have a good friend group or something, but you can be around people and still feel alone. And I feel like that might be the mental conflict for some of you. Some of you are deciding you're not wanting to be single anymore. If you're here for relationships, you may be wanting to share your success with others in some way. The Five of Wands in that upper row, this is the row of your thoughts. There's a conflict in your mind is what I feel like is going on here, because you also have another indicator of that with the Nine of Swords in the future, which we'll get into. One thing has ended, but another has begun, and it's almost like you're trying to figure out how to begin anew or begin again. And that's what I feel like is going on here. There's so much success, there's so much luck, there's good fortune, but there's also something else where you have this Four of Cups here where you're bored, you're apathetic, you're not sure where or how to go next. This person is like, you know, sitting under a tree, not really growing, thinking about the good times of the past. You see the Three of Cups card here on the grass, but instead there's this fourth cup. There's this alternative solution being provided to you from the universe. And that is truly, that fourth cup, I really believe, is this Wheel of Fortune, which is like, are you going to grab it or are you going to stay under the tree? You could do that. You could stay where you are. It seems like you've had some success, but I almost feel like you're not done building. You're not done building your legacy here. And maybe this is the conflict. Now in the future, you have the Page of Pentacles, the Four of Swords, and the Nine of Swords. You know, this Nine of Swords is someone who's having a nightmare. This is mental, you know, this is anxiety. This is potentially even depression, something like that going on here. But more importantly, the Nine of Swords is about fears getting in the way. This person thinks these swords are going to come and hit them, but they actually don't. The Ten of Swords would indicate that happening here, which you do have on the bottom. But really what you need is, instead of, you know, what you really need is quality rest here in the future. Because this person's, yeah, they may be in bed, but they're not sleeping. And this Four of Swords here is somebody who's recovering, they're getting quality rest, they're meditating, they're doing whatever. And for some of you, that may be coming in, which is, I think, a really nice thing. I also think you're recovering from an ending with that Ten of Swords. And with this Wheel of Fortune completion of a cycle world diagonal here, as you can see, this is some sort of offer. This is a financial offer, some sort of good news arriving to you here in the future. In fact, this diagonal is hard to beat. The World, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Page of Pentacles. Ding, 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 something lining up. And it's something you've been wanting to have happen, and it's almost like, here it is. And I do feel like you need to be awake for you to really grab this. So let's clarify. I do appreciate you being here, Scorpio. Thank you for spending your time with me. I hope things are going well for you. Do hit that like button and subscribe if you're not already. Drop a comment to let me know what you think, and maybe share with a friend who may be interested. Also sign up for my email list, which you can find in the description below. It's the first thing that you see on my website, zaneintuitive.com. So let's see what we have here for you, Scorpio, to clarify. Okay, Paul the Venetian. Experiencing grace, share your gifts with grace, waves of inspiration and love are coming towards you, or to you rather. Yeah, I feel like you're like, okay, do I want to share this with somebody? is the question. Okay, Dwa cool, Dharma unfolding. Remember that you are on a path. Take one step at a time to happiness. Don't rush. Okay, don't chase. And you also here have Joan of Arc, voice of truth, stand strong, focus on your purpose, release the fear of persecution, and speak your truth. This could be the mental conflict that you're having. Maybe you need to have an important conversation with somebody. What do we have here? Don't stop. Okay. What else do we have? You're ready, which is a really nice card in this Oracle deck. It's the full culmination of the Oracle deck. And so you have another card here, whoa, indicating those sorts of things. And okay, I think these are the two cards that want to come forward. You have lots of completions, lots of endings, lots of new beginnings. You have trust. Time to put your trust and your faith in the universe, and within the next few months, something big happening here for you, Scorpio. The don't stop situation, you know, look at this past, okay? 10 of Pentacles, 9 of Pentacles, the World. What have you done in the past that has worked out for you? Because that could be a clue that allows you to build your legacy in some way, or allows you to continue forward in some way. And trust that if this Page of Pentacles, if this job opportunity has not come in yet, or this new opportunity that you're wanting, it will. Okay, just don't stop what you're doing. I would also say be careful of staying under the tree here with the Four of Cups. Okay, 8 of Cups, walking away from a disappointing situation. 8 energy with the Strength card and the Hanged Man. So, yep, time to cut the cord, Scorpio. Again, the Hanged Man is sort of like the grown-up or adult version of this Four of Cups, in that it's basically the same thing. Yeah, this person's under the tree, but this person's staying suspended in air. They're staying where they are. The challenge for the Hanged Man is to see where they go, is to make a sacrifice and see new people, try new things, go new places. But they're kind of just like, you know what, I'm fine here on this post. And for you, it's like this World card and the Hanged Man is like, it's time for you to analyze something. Analyze some sort of situation that you've come through or come to on your journey here so far. And I feel like that will help you let go, or something like that is going on here. You have the Strength card with the 9 of Pentacles. I mean, look, you have taken courageous steps towards some level of independence for yourself. And it's time to like hold strong in that power here, especially as you walk away from people and situations that are potentially toxic or just not serving you, with the 8 of Cups. So stand strong in your power here. Okay, you have Justice, 2 of Wands, and the 10 of Pentacles again. Are you serious? Building a legacy. You are building a legacy here. It's like whatever you're doing you're doing it for the long haul. It's not something that you want to see come and go. It's something that you want to kind of build for a long time. Whatever it is that you're building, you want to have provide for you over the years. Like such as like I'm getting like a rental property vibe, like whether or not you're buying a rental property, you're getting something that provides for you here. You're building something here. And I feel like to get to this next step, it's really like with that 4 of Cups, just letting go of boredom, letting go of apathy. You have this 2 of Wands as well, researching what your next step is. With the Wheel of Fortune arriving, don't research too long, okay? Take the step if you need to take the step and go for it. And the Justice card is saying that, you know what, you will get the outcome you deserve. And, you know, you're weighing some sort of decision here with the 5 of Wands, like some sort of mental conflict here. But ultimately, as long as you're acting with integrity, it's a really nice sign for you. So let's see what else we have here. We have the Queen of Pentacles, the Magician, and the Page of Cups. Multiple offers coming in. So we had the Page of Wands up here with the Queen of Pentacles. Now we have the Page of Cups. It's really the only love message I'm seeing in this reading, although I did talk about how some of you are potentially wanting to, you've reached the top of the mountain and maybe you're deciding, well, hey, maybe it would be better if I had a family, or Maybe it would be better if I shared this, if I had the option to share this with some people. Some of you dealing with that sort of dilemma right now with the Nine of Swords, kind of staying up late at night, realizing something like that, coming to a major decision here. The Four of Swords and the Magician. Look, you have to take action, but you also need to make sure that your energy is full here and you're recharging your batteries in some way. The Magician, though, is somebody who's skilled, somebody who's talented, somebody who can use all the tools on the table, as you see there, and build something for themselves. It says you don't need to go buy anything. You have all of the talents inside of you to be a major success, and that's what this is really about. You're building, okay? You're building here. Queen of Pentacles in the Page of Pentacles. You know, if you have been looking for a job, that's a very nice sign. The Queen of Pentacles is someone who's pretty wealthy. You know, they are in this pentacle suit, but they are very practical. They're practical with their money. They're shrewd business person with their money, and you know, some of you are potentially just coming into a nice situation financially as well here, especially as you get the multiple offers. So let's go ahead and see what else we have. See what else we have here. Expectation, thief, adjudication, mature man, unexpected income, courtship. Okay. So, expectation, thief, mature man. Somebody's not, like, it's almost like as you've reached the end of your journey, as you've completed this cycle, you're also coming to an understanding that some people are not going to be joining you in the next leg, in the next journey. And that's part of it. Some of you are really wanting to share something with people. Like, you're realizing that building your legacy for yourself is kind of not what you thought it was. This is a narrow message, but some of you are dealing with that. Yeah, and then like others of you are just getting offers. You know, courtship indicates somebody really trying hard to get you, whether that's in love or in job. Adjudication and the Justice card really, to me, says that something's going to work out here because you've acted with integrity. Just allow it to all work out as it's supposed to. Very grateful to the people donating down below. Thank you so much for your support. I really appreciate it. Check out my website, zaneintuitive.com. Hit that like button, subscribe if you're not already. I'll see you in the next one.